Hi, everybody, and welcome back. This is Susan Houts, the Marketing Coordinator for Aging Matters in Brevard, the lead agency for senior services here in our beautiful Brevard County. As some of you may know, we offer many services here through Aging Matters in Brevard to keep our seniors safe and healthy, living in their homes for as long as possible, where they really want to be. Part of that is to support our caregivers. So we have a great caregiver resource program here. It's currently and usually housed in the Sunflower House in the Merritt Square Mall here in Merritt Island, Florida. Due to everything going on right now, the doors are going to be closed for just a little while longer. So we have pivoted a bit and we are bringing you this great caregiver resource information here through our virtual channels, our Facebook and website. So we're excited to be partnering with amazing community organizations to bring you this information. And today we're very excited to be with Connie Harvey from the American Red Cross. That's going to talk about a topic that we really need to pay attention to here in Florida is water and pool safety, especially if we're caregivers and we have visitors or children in our neighborhood. So Connie, thank you so much for being here and take it away.
Again, thank you very much for inviting me to be a part of this. I'm excited to share with you my 3 quick tips for water safety and drowning prevention. And that starts with being water smart, preventing unsupervised access to water, and designating a water watcher. So here's the why. Drowning is a leading cause of death in the US. It is the #1 cause of accidental death for kids between the ages of 1 and 4. It's second for kids under 14. And for all age groups, it is the 5th leading cause of death. So in the top 10 accidental death categories, drowning appears. So that is our big why. For every child who dies from drowning, another 5 end up in the emergency department. About 10 people a day die in the US from drowning. And when we're talking about home pools, and this is really a focus of my part today, is that when a child drowns in a home pool, they were last seen in the home, they were out of sight for less than 5 minutes, and they were in the care of one or both parents or caregivers. It's a fairly common situation that a drowning happens when it happens in a home. It is not that uncommon for it to be in the home of a grandparent. So it's super important for the people who are listening in to us today. So #1, be water smart. That means knowing what it is to prevent drowning from happening in the first place. And I'm going to give you a subset of 3 here. There are 3 different ways that you can become more water smart. One is take a course. The Red Cross has this wonderful free, it takes about 20 minutes. It's an online course that talks about where drownings happen, the risk of drowning, steps you can take to prevent drowning from happening, and then to help you know what to do if something goes wrong. So again, about 20 minutes free. It's well worth your time. Another thing, we have a mobile app that's called Red Cross Swim. You can download this. It is chock full of information about water safety. There are sections for adults, and there's a section for kids that includes videos that feature our animated whale, Longfellow the whale, and teaches them about water safety. And another idea is to have story time. So here are just a few of the books that you can buy that have water safety and encouraging children to want to learn to swim as part of their storyline. And you just never know what storyline is going to be the one that motivates a child to either get over their fear or decide now's the time. And you might learn a thing or 2 as well. So #2, prevent unsupervised access to water. So far in 2020, there have been 38 children who have died from drowning in the state of Florida. And 79% of those were under the age of 3, and overwhelmingly, they happened when they got out of the home into the backyard pool undetected. So you need to use layers of protection to secure the pool and minimize the chance that somebody is going to get into the water when there is no supervision. So you need to have 4-sided, 4-foot-high fencing with self-closing, self-latching gates. There should be locks and alarms on all the doors and windows that lead to the pool, including the doggy doors. And you should also have covers for your pools and spas, and also alarms. So if somebody hits the water, that also makes a sound. Also think about this. You don't want anything that's going to draw the child into the water. So be sure you get rid of all of the toys and any inflatables that might be left behind. Get those out of the water and stored away out of sight, so there's nothing that's drawing children into the water. And think about the perimeter so that there is nothing that the child can do to get something to that fence and climb up and over. You want to be really thoughtful of your surroundings, that there is nothing that they can climb over, climb through, or climb under to get to that water. Number 3, designate a water watcher. Now, when tragedies happen in a group setting, it's typically because you're in a situation of everybody's watching and therefore nobody's really watching. So you want to designate somebody who is a water watcher, where the only thing that they are doing for that period of time is watching the activity that's happening in the water. So when you pick who's going to be a water watcher, it should be an adult. They should have skills to be able to handle themselves in whatever water they are in. They need to know how to do CPR, be able to call 911, be able to reach or throw something to somebody, so having some equipment around so that you can help them without getting in trouble too. And here's kind of the biggest one. When you're the water watcher, you've got to be alert, undistracted, and not under the influence of drugs or alcohol. You need to be, this is the most important thing that you can be doing. We want the water watchers to be clearly identifiable to everybody, such as by using a water watcher card. I'm not sure how easily you can see that. And so you should be wearing that so everybody knows who the water watcher is at that time. It's a designated thing, so you want to put periods of time on it. So say 15 minutes that you are now the water watcher. This is the only thing that you're doing for the next 15 minutes. And then you can kind of tap out, pass it on to somebody else. And now that is their role. So it makes it so that everybody has a bit of the responsibility, but everybody can also enjoy in the fun that you're having. Here's the kind of a big thing here. The water's fun. That's why we're drawn to it. And we want to make sure that it stays safe and fun. And then, as you pass off to the next one, make sure that everybody in the area knows now who is the water watcher. You can make your own. I made this myself. So we go to, again, you can go to redcross.org/waterwatcher. It'll download a card that has a little bit more information about what it is to be a water watcher. And then you go to this card where you can make your own. So you just cut it out, fold it, I laminated it, put a hole punch on, and put a lanyard, and I'm good to go. So again, just to refresh, those 3 quick tips are: be water smart, prevent unsupervised access to water, and designate a water watcher. If you want to learn more, you can go to redcross.org/water safety. If you want to register for the class I talked about and others, go to redcross.org/take a class. Thanks so much.